Greetings, 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 my V family all over the world. This is your chief. Welcome to my Insta Live. I believe it's week 41. All right, guys, I'm so happy to be able to talk to you guys on a Sunday. All right, so let me do my usual shout outs to Anumot Baz. All right. Oh, Anumot Bashkar. Rome with Romel, Adam Yusuf, Manam, Rania, alright, Sarah Hussein, Manam Ajin, Unstoppable, Zach, Meran Omar, Siamak, how are you, my brother? Sarah Hussein, Kalai, V partner, Kalai in the house. Alright, Nuan, how are you? Yashu, Tiagi, how are you, Yashu? Brijesh, alright, Yashu and Brijesh, AVPs, of course, Nikda, Babi, it's week 40, thank you, Siamak, alright, and Kalai, Akhilesh, Jamal, Admari, Ibn Abbas in the house, what's up, V partner, Ibn, the V official, Lauren, happy birthday, Lauren's birthday was yesterday. I will not be able to remotely, alright, manage my social media life without Laureen and Claire. So a big shout out to two amazing women of the V. Amina Ikram, Ali Sadi, Chief 23837. Hetya Rachi Udaya, alright, Manoj Nitish, V partner Sati in the house. Kunan, how are you? Samira, Chodak, and then Muki, Vishnu, Basha, JR Maya, how are you, Apu? Alright, JR Maya in the house, the one and only. Alright, Milin, K, Manam. Now, I'm supposed to shout out to Irish and Rasha, who are always on. Navneet, Chaima. Alright, Tipa, how are you? Manish Sharma, Vijayar. Alright, please give Tanisha a big birthday hug from Uncle Patman. Sorry I couldn't make it for a birthday today, but give her a big birthday hug. Big birthday blessings to your princess Tanisha Vijayar. Alright. Abdul, Chintapali, Neil, Naveen, Mutu, qnet official, Rita in the house. Alright, Kusum, Manam, Jotil, Ibtisam, Ajakanem, Dahia, Sitaram, Dr. Rajesh, Shipra, O'Neill, alright, Adli must be somewhere here, David Sharma must be somewhere here, they always are. Okay, so greetings, my V family all over the world. Welcome back to my Insta Live. I hope you guys still have the VCon fever. I'm still having the VCon fever. Not a medical condition, just pure excitement after VCon. And I hope that you guys kept your promises when you went back to your markets and you're supposed to do whatever you're supposed to do. Yesterday was a unbelievable special day. As you saw my Insta, I went to the convocation of Quest International University, the convocation or the graduation, and Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran was there to graduate the medical students who are now technically doctors. Alright, so QIU is our pride, our jewel in the crown. It is a full-fledged university in Malaysia, providing all faculties, including the faculty of medicine, MBBS. Alright, the university has been in existence for over 10 years. It is part of Dato Sri Vijay's legacy to make education accessible to the common man, common woman who has dreams for their children. Alright, we have the most affordable programs. We have a fantastic scholarship program. We have been running the university for 10 years. And yesterday at the convocation, Dato Sri announced the launch of the university campus, which is a multi-million-dollar campus that we are building, which is going to be eco-friendly, can house up to, I think, 5,000 students. And it's going to be the most unbelievable university in Malaysia. Alright, and that's our legacy. So you guys should be proud that you belong to QNet, the VQI, all right? And instead of just being a direct selling network marketing company, Dato Sri Vijay built this company to make a difference in everyone's lives through the Rhythm Foundation, the Vijayaratnam Foundation, Quest International University, all right? And I am proud to be able to stand by his side all these years and watch him build this family and leave this legacy behind for many generations to come. So in about 36 months, inshallah, we will have the most unbelievable Quest International University full-fledged campus built in this beautiful city in Ipoh, 2 hours up north from Kuala Lumpur, between Kuala Lumpur and Penang, where most of you came for VCon. All right. Now, let me get into my Insta message. Okay. Ever since I started building in 1998, 1999 with Datu Sri and Japa, I was always trying to figure out what differentiates, all right, a successful networker and a networker that is struggling to be successful. And you see certain characteristics in the successful networkers, all right? And today, I want you to recognize one of the most fundamental rules that I practice, all right? I think the greatest challenge that people face in becoming an entrepreneur, in becoming a networker, like most of you, all right, who started building, whether you have a few UV or hundreds of UVs or thousands of UVs, it doesn't matter. You are now an entrepreneur. And I think one of the greatest challenges even I had when I started was to understand, where does this business fit into our lives? Because this business, once it becomes full-time, it sort of takes over your life, all right, whether you like it or not. It does. It becomes your full-time effort, your full-time commitment, your full-time dedication to build this network and this organization and to earn respectable checks. That's your ultimate goal. But I have come to realize that our life, all right, and networking, putting together is a skill. That how you manage this balancing the normality of your life and network marketing. Now, I am a different kind of networker. This is my life. From the time I wake up in the morning till I go to sleep at the next morning. Okay, let's be honest here. I wake up at about 11 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon, and I go to bed nowadays about 4:30 in the morning. All right, that's my routine every single day. All right, for the last 25 years. Okay, in the early years, I used to sleep even later because I had a lot of power of association in my house with all my leaders. However, I came to realize that the biggest mistake I made, and I don't know whether it's a mistake, I got to ask my upline, Dato Sri Vijay. I was a very unreasonable upline. I expected everyone to be like me. Do you understand? I expected everyone to have the same level of commitment, the same level of dedication, like eat, sleep, live network marketing and build your qnet business. I expected that. Now, in that process, I have to admit that I lost some people. I lost my downlines because many of my downlines didn't want to live like me. Okay, and I guess that's fair because not everyone had that level. Hi, Aryan, you want to come and say hello to Papa's friends? Come. Come say hello. Look here, say hello. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
All right, I love you, everybody. Say I love you.
Love you.
Say, are you ready?
Are you ready?
One more time. Are you ready?
Are you
That's my prince saying, are you ready? All right. So that's Aryan. He always finds a way to come into my Insta live. At least now I know that he can take over my Insta live one day. So I realize that I don't know whether it was right or wrong for me to have that expectation from my downlines that they would live like me. I did an average of, in the early days, 10, 15, 20 presentations a day. All right, I did 8 basic building blocks all over. Wherever I traveled, I did 8 basic building blocks. At that time, it was the only training that I decided was relevant and important, all right, for the network to build. And then I realized that some people just couldn't keep up. They couldn't live like me. And that led me to a level of frustration. I got upset that people were not doing 10 presentations a day. I got upset when people went for a movie while I was really working very hard and dedicated. And I got even more upset, and some of you may already know this feeling, I got even more upset when I was helping their downlines, all right, while they were watching a movie or enjoying their weekend. Okay, and after a while, I sort of went to Dato Sri Vijay, my upline, and I asked him, all right, how do I manage this frustration? How do I manage this expectation? Because expectation can frustrate you. And he said, listen, all right, nobody is going to meet your expectation. All right, the same way he said, Patman, you are not going to meet my expectation. All right, and until today, after 25 years, I wonder, what happened? I wonder whether I will ever meet the expectation of Dato Sri Vijay Ishwar, all right, my upline. And I strive every day hoping that I will meet his expectation. And I realize today that that may not be possible. Maybe his expectation is too high. Maybe I'm not willing to pay the price that I'm supposed to. So throughout my journey as an upline, as a networker, I realized that the number one frustration is when people don't meet my expectation. And then you start to be tougher on your downlines. You start to be more unreasonable. And worst case scenario, you cut them off completely because they are technically wasting your time. Now that was when I was young and moronic and lack the experience and wisdom that I've learned over the years from Dato Sri Vijay. All right. Now today, I no longer get frustrated. I no longer compare or get upset or get angry, because you cannot change somebody who does not want to change. You cannot force somebody to succeed. You cannot. What happened, Aryan? Okay, then you play here. Papa is here. You play here. All right, now he's starting to want to be part of the Insta without wanting to be part of the Insta, and he hangs around the house. You cannot force somebody to be successful. No matter how great of an upline you are, you cannot take somebody from zero and force them to max out. Because if we could do that, all right, why wouldn't we do it for everyone? All right, so the first rule you have to understand that every one of your downlines will never be the same. They think differently. Their dreams are different. Their level of commitment, their work ethic, their dedication, their commitment, it's all not the same. And if you are expecting them to be like you, all right, you are 100% going to be frustrated on this journey of life. And this equally applies to the corporate world, to everyone in life. It equally applies to parenting, to your children. If you expect your children to be something you want them to be, you're going to be frustrated with life, because they have their own mind. They have their own hearts. They have their own dreams. They will become who they choose to become. And the same thing applies to your downlines. It's your downline's decision, not yours. All right? So what do you do as an upline? What can you do? And the first rule that Dato Sri Vijay taught me was, all you have to do, Patman, is to be the best version of Patman Senatiraja. The only thing you have to do, Patman, is focus on yourself, your growth, your evolution, your change, your success, your TAT. Right? Before you have the right to push others, the first rule you have to do is push yourself, all right, the hardest. Because you can handle it. Because you can be your own coach B one day. All right. You can be unreasonable onto yourself. All right. And the only way you can be unreasonable onto others is when you sort out yourself. The only way I can tell people to do something is the day I live to a higher standard, to a higher benchmark. So Dato Sri Vijay has taught me a lot, but the most he has taught me is by being Dato Sri Vijay Ishwan. I've learned the most by watching him, by being in his zone, by watching him do his work, by watching him be the greatest mentor and upline. All right, by watching his work ethic, his commitment, the price he has paid the last 25 years on a personal level, and everything he has done to play the role of upline. And I have just duplicated that. All right, I watched him and I realized, yes, you want to say hello? You want to say hello? All right, and I just watched the man. And I made a decision that he would be my benchmark. And the minute I made the decision that he would be my benchmark, I tried my best to live to that benchmark he has set. But it was my decision. He didn't force me, all right, to become who I am today. He didn't force me to take this role as your upline with the highest level of commitment. He did not instruct me, all right. It is just a decision I made one day when I woke up that I am going to do my best, all right, to duplicate my uplines, Japadas Bismarck and Dato Sri Vijay Ishwan. That's all I decided. And it was easy to duplicate them, all right, because they lived a life that earned my respect. They had a work ethic that earned my respect. They demonstrated care, commitment, dedication, all right, towards their downlines that earned my respect. And when I woke up that morning and I said, I respect my uplines and I want to be like them, then I exercised that decision, all right, and implemented that in my own life. You understand? And here is where uplines make a mistake. Uplines insist on their downlines to behave and do a certain thing that they themselves are not doing. All right? And that's where the breakdown happens. That's when people lose the respect of their downlines. Where you think by being upline, you have any form of authority, power. You do not. This is not a job. This is not a corporate hierarchy. All right? There is no boss in network marketing. All right? An upline is not born with power just because they referred you or they are above you. It does not work that way. It never has, it never will. An upline is a position where the only level of influence and power you have over your downlines is what you have earned. And the way to earn it is to demonstrate the value system of an upline, the value system of Japa and Dato Sri Vijay on a day-to-day basis with the highest level of consistency. Because it's very hard to respect somebody who's not consistent. It's so easy for me to respect Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, all right? Because from the time I met them in 1998 until today, they have been consistent, all right, in everything they have said. They have walked the talk. They have kept their promises for 25 years, and that's not easy to do. You understand? And it's easy to try to live up to their benchmark. So today, I tell all the networkers, all the uplines, you have downlines. The first rule is no two downlines are the same. You cannot treat them the same. You cannot push them the same. Your trespass will never be the same with every person. There is so many factors that decide your trespass. All right. And ultimately, okay, you will not be able to guarantee that you will retain their loyalty in any shape or form, because loyalty is earned and you could lose it in a split second. And I realized today that to avoid the frustration, to avoid the frustration of being an upline, building an organization, is be the best version of yourself. Only decide on what you control. Don't waste your time on any form of frustration on things you do not control. You do not control anyone or anything in this business. You have to wake up and smell the coffee. All right, I am here as your upline. I represent our founders, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. Right? And the only thing I have control over is Patman Senatiraja. Nobody else. Nothing else. Are you guys with me? And the sooner you learn this lesson, all right, the better upline you become. Because instead of me wasting time trying to control the outcome of something, trying to control the people around me, I just focus on making Patman Senatiraja, all right, getting him under control, getting my ego under control, all right, practicing discipline, being a better student to Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, all right, taking my responsibility towards all of you more seriously, all right, trying to make myself a better life partner, a better father, a better brother, a better upline. And all of this is what I focus on every day. I cannot control what the world says or does. You can never do that. You cannot decide the check of your downline tomorrow. You know this. If I could decide your checks tomorrow, I will decide max out for everyone. But you can't. Because I am not you. And you are not me. I am not on that journey. You understand? I am not on that journey that you are on. The only thing I can do is potentially tell you what to avoid, tell you what to do, all right, tell you what not to do, okay? And along the way, hold your hand when you have a bad week, a bad day, all right? And that's the role of an upline. Do you understand? So, Dato Sri Vijay Dato Sri Vijay holds my hand when I have a bad day. Alright? Dato Sri Vijay is there sometimes when I have a bad week. I go to him. I put my I put my head on his shoulder and say, it's a tough week, and he'll ask me why, and I'll explain to him. And he will give me guidance. He will give me, he will ask me more questions. Actually, I wanted to say he will give me the answer, but he never gives me the answer. You will understand this Kung Fu movie theory of Dato Sri Vijay. He never gives an answer. Alright, he basically asked me another 5 questions. Alright, he asked me another 5 questions, which makes me think deeper. So, as an upline, control what you can control. Control your commitment, your dedication, your consistency, your attitude, your benchmarking, your care for your downlines, and control your loyalty to your uplines. Control your ego. It's a dangerous enemy. I've told you this millions of times. All right, you do not know when it's going to appear, when it's going to hit you, when it's going to make you look like a moron, or when it's going to burn your relationships, all of that. You never know when that's going to happen. All right, so learn how to control your ego. If you don't know how to control your ego, come to ISB one day, inshallah. Read Dato Sri Vijay's book, The Sphere of Silence. All right, practice Mauna. Go to your upline and seek guidance, working upline. Okay, seek guidance, advice. And ultimately, remember that what is most important, and always remember this, and this is what I think about every single day, all right? And somebody asked me, Chief, what is your mantra in life as an upline? Let me tell you, as your upline today, sitting here on this Insta Live, I wake up every morning and I think not of the guy who's been here for 10 years, not only of the guy who's maxing out, not only of all the networkers that exist, but I think about the guy who signed up right now while on this Insta Live. I think about the guy who signed up 3 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, 1 hour ago. All right, that next Adli Hassan, the next Arun George, the next Sati, the next David Sharma. All right, down there somewhere. I do not know that person. That person maybe watch one video, 8 basic building blocks, or just followed me on Instagram. It does not matter. I think of that person. Because only when you think of that person, the brand new sign up, the person who signed up yesterday, who signed up with absolute faith, with absolute belief, who gave his or her hard-earned money, digged into their savings, maxed out their credit card, sold something to join qnet, only when you think of that person, all right, when you wake up in the morning, that's when you become a great upline. Are you guys with me? Because if you only worry about your leaders, if you only worry about your inner circle, if you only think about, that group that you started this journey with, then you're not being a good upline. A good upline thinks of the guy who signed up yesterday to make sure that that person has a fair enough chance, enough guidance, enough training, plugged into the system, has a benchmark to look up to, has a value system that can improve that person as an individual, as a human, as a brother, as a sister. Only when you think of the brand new sign up every single day of your journey in network marketing, only then do you truly become an upline. Are you guys with me? All right? Because I have found out that leaders like to be distracted with a lot of bull sugar. I do not have that luxury. The founders put me where I am today as your upline to focus on the guy who signed up yesterday, to make sure that that person has a chance one day to come up on VCon stage and tell their story. Are you guys with me? Because that's who we are. All right, we are networkers. Networkers have to understand that, I repeat this millions of times and I'm sorry I'm repeating it again. It is not what you do. It is not what you say that truly matters. It is who you are that decides what kind of upline you become. Right? And the reason why I talk highly of Japa and Dato Sri Vijay all the time, it's not because I consider them the greatest networkers in the world. Right? I believe they are. But there might be people who disagree with me and I don't care. I follow them and respect them and today I represent them because of who they are. The fact that the last 25 years, all right, they kept their promises to millions of people around the world. The fact that 25 years they fought many battles to keep our dreams alive. The fact that today they still believe in this concept of raise yourself to help mankind, their mantra and touching 1 billion hearts. So don't waste your time worrying about things you cannot control. Don't waste your time worrying about people that you cannot control, who will forget you the day after you die or vanish. The one thing that you should focus on is ultimately only one thing you can control, is that person you see in the mirror every single day. And your goal in life, in this journey of network marketing or even this journey of life, is to make that person you see in that mirror a better person every single day. And like Dato Sri Vijay said in the convocation yesterday, he said you don't have to have drastic change every day. He said that even if you just improve by 1% every day, in 365 days, you become 37 times better, all right, than you are 1 year ago. So that's what you should focus on. If you focus on becoming a better you, I promise you, you will become a better networker and a better upline. I hope I made sense. I love you guys. All right, I hope you enjoyed my Insta Live. I hope you enjoyed the background music provided by my unbelievable son, Aryan, who shouted, "Are you ready?" He shouted just now, "Are you ready?" on Insta. All right, I love you guys. Remember everything of VCon. This is the first week of rank advancement. Don't switch off. Don't slow down. Push yourself harder. Raise your bar higher, and I promise you your network will follow. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday, on the Wednesday message. I'll be traveling to Hong Kong, so all of you in Hong Kong, all right, hopefully I have some time to meet you guys, the leaders in Hong Kong Tapa, and have a conversation. And then we're all flying to Dubai after that, so I hope to meet all of you guys in Dubai. And then we are planning V Africa, all right, in December. So please stay glued to social media when I announce V Africa, all right, and beautiful VCon in Africa coming to you guys, my brothers and sisters in Africa. I love all of you guys so much, and see you on Wednesday.